For this episode, I've brought the biggest and the baddest Raptor ever.
And I've brought the intelligent, mid-size Ranger Raptor.
Well, this is the Raptor R. It's the apex predator. How about we figure out which one of these trucks is actually worst at fuel efficiency?
Oh, is that's the goal, to be bad?
Yeah, to be bad.
Well, then you might have brought the right one.
Let's do a Denver 100 and have some fun. When you have a big truck like this, the Raptor R, you have a big fuel tank, and it does really require premium fuel.
Yeah, which is not surprising when you're making 700 horsepower.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you go big, right?
Absolutely. How big is your fuel tank?
36 gallons.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
So really in this video, what we're doing is we're trying to see how far can you go on a tank, right?
Yeah, because when we're driving these very expensive off-road trucks, some of our more obtuse viewers decide to ask us, why bother testing MPG on expensive off-road trucks because no one cares, but someone does.
No, we care because we want to know, okay, can I make it from here to Grand Junction? Can I go to, from Chicago to Detroit? I don't know. I mean, we want to know.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to do same method, right? Just wait 30 seconds, let everything settle so we can top off without bothering, any other people here. So that's what we do.
Also known as the Smirnov top-off.
Top off was my cousin.
Did you have a cousin named Top-Off Smirnov? No?
I've got Roman's credit card.
Nice.
Yes.
Where else are we going today then?
Let's go to Vegas, actually.
Any spots in Denver you want to check out? Look at that, Andre.
What?
87.
All right, but you have a high-performance tune, my friend.
Yeah,
you gotta use premium fuel.
Do you require it?
I will require it for this test.
Then we'll do it. So Andre, my fuel tank?
Yeah.
Not quite as impressive, or even nearly. It's 20.3 gallons.
Okay, so what if you can't go as far as I can? That would be a bummer.
That being said, what's the displacement on that again?
My engine?
Yeah.
5.2.
See, 3 liter. And look how much smaller, more aerodynamic. This truck is sleek. Does the MPG even give you a figure on that?
So the government rates the Raptor R at 15 on the highway. Oof. But I have a secret. I have two-wheel drive mode, which some trucks in this class do not, like the TRX didn't have two-wheel drive mode. I do, so I can be a little bit more efficient.
Do you have an eco mode?
No.
Me neither. Yeah, guess it's not necessary in these trucks. MPG rating on this on the highway is 18, so it's actually not that good either.
Oh, okay. Believe it or not, I can run this truck in two-wheel drive high. I mean, you can break the rear tires loose. There's a lot of power in this truck. But the drive modes also, normally an F-150 would have an eco mode, but this guy doesn't. And maybe another thing you might want to try is slippery mode, but it kind of forces four-wheel drive auto. And four-wheel drive auto, according to our previous testing in other trucks, robs a little bit of efficiency because some of those clutches are actually almost half engaged. So I'm going to go to two-wheel drive, normal drive mode.
Same as Andre, I'm going to be in two-wheel drive, and I don't have an eco mode, so I'm going to run in the normal driving mode, and I'm going to reset my trip odometer.
This is the Denver 100 loop, which we've done many times before.
It is, and what the Denver 100 is a 100-mile loop all the way around Denver where we test out MPG on different trucks.
Actually, it could also be an omelet, but it's not. And actually the real distance is 111 miles, and that's my fault. I just wanted to go further than you would.
The nice thing about this 100-mile loop is it gives us enough time on the highway to get a pretty good feel not only for the trucks, but also what their real-world MPG is going to be.
Exactly, and you know what? I wish I had Blue Cruise, so this truck drove itself, but I don't have it.
Well, Andre, for the low price of $113,000, I don't know how you would expect that truck to have Blue Cruise.
No, I do expect it. I mean, other F-150s have it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andre, I don't have Blue Cruise either, but my Ranger Raptor here is $55,000 starting price. Granted, we threw down a couple options on this truck, like the red paint and the graphic, so ours came out to about $57,000, but it's still a bargain compared to the Raptor R.
Wow, in fact, you could buy 2 Ranger Raptors for a price of one of these Raptor Rs. That is impressive.
You could buy one for yourself and one for a friend, or you could just save the extra money.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have the Predator engine, would you?
No, and I'll tell you what, this 3-liter V6 does not sound as good as that V8 does, but for a V6, I would wager that it's one of the better sounding V6s out there.
I can sense a rev battle. All right, well, that's kind of cute, right, Alex? It's pretty cute.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go hear yours.
Okay.
Every time Andre does that, 3 gallons of fuel gone. I gotta say, you win the rev battle, but as a little side note, I've driven both of these trucks because we actually owned a Raptor R as well, and I'm not sure that Raptor R is actually that much more fun to drive than this Raptor Ranger.
Okay, those are fighting words, my friend, and I think the only way to settle that probably will be the next episode, which is a full-on drag race.
Yeah. A drag race is worth doing. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so the reason why I said this is an apex predator is because I have a big bulge, bigger than any other Raptor.
And that's what makes it an apex predator? This seems bad for fuel economy, Andre.
No, it's cool. It's also ventilating.
Sure.
Because, see, it's got some, extraction.
They cut holes in it.
It's got some extraction because this engine, well, actually Ford calls this the Predator.
Okay, fair enough.
It's a 5.2 liter supercharged V8. It's the baddest engine I think I've seen in a truck. 720 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque.
Yeah, and a 10-speed automatic transmission and 37-inch tires, all of which, other than maybe the 10-speed, is going to be bad for today's video.
It's not good.
Andre, look at the much more sensible bulges on the hood of the Ranger Raptor.
Yeah, they're pretty sensible.
Very
Whoa,
much.
This is muddy.
Yeah, who got this so dirty? I'm gonna
Wait,
blame
you don't have
for that.
You don't have shocks on your hood?
No, it's a weight-saving measure to improve my fuel economy once again. And we've got a 3-liter EcoBoost V6.
Yeah.
Normally, this makes 405 horsepower, but we have the Ford Performance tune you can get from the factory for less than $1,000 on this. That ups it to 455 horsepower, 536 pound-feet of torque. Also have a 10-speed automatic and 33s. So this is just going to be categorically better.
And I see what you're doing here. You brought the most affordable Raptor to my most expensive one.
Yeah, and it's going to be affordable to fuel it as well.
Case, do you see this tire? I think that's one way you know that this truck is more about fun than anything else.
Yeah, someone's been getting busy with this. Maybe a little track time?
But also, let me confirm, 30, what?
Nice 35.
35 and a half, but it says 37 on it.
They lied.
So in real life, things may not appear as they are.
Yeah, there's a lot of bold claims that are not backed up. It's a 32, which is closer to the claim size than yours.
But you know what? The weight of the vehicle, reality really strikes. It kind of squishes the tires down a little bit, and that's what you have.
Sure, maybe it's a 33 when it's in the box.
Okay.
So Andre, we are more than halfway through our highway loop here. What is your trip computer telling you? Are you gonna reveal your secrets?
Yeah, I can tell you what I'm getting now. By the way, the first half of the loop is a little bit like climbing gently, and the second half is descending gently. So right now I'm showing 15.0.
Well, I hear y'all over there already making excuses. I am showing over 20. I'm showing 20.7 right now.
Okay, how about this? I have a surprise for you. Let's quickly compare our off-road gear.
Yeah, well, we might as well, because these are both off-road trucks. It's a big part of what they're designed to do. Now, my Ranger Raptor here has the new BFG KO3s, which is a pretty sweet tire that we've gotten to test a little bit on this and on a few other things. And size-wise, here on the Ranger Raptor, it's about a 33.
I have a KO2 tire, which is kind of a predecessor to your KO3, but mine are huge. They're 37s. And you know what? Driving here, I feel like the king of the road. I mean, I'm looking over most other vehicles. I'm looking down on you right now. So those are great. I also have live Fox shocks.
Yeah, and like yourself, this Ranger Raptor also has the Fox live valve shocks. So that, in combination with how much sidewall both of these trucks have, but that Raptor R especially, they're really comfortable on-road, which is nice as well.
Very comfy. I have many modes, including Baja mode. I can control the feeling of my steering. I can control the sound of my exhaust. Yeah, it's very configurable and very comfortable.
Now, one of the party tricks here on the Ranger Raptor that makes it one of, if not my very favorite off-road trucks on the market, is that I have a front and rear selectable locker.
I have a rear locker only. I have a surprise for you. Are you ready for your surprise?
I like surprises.
I believe that you're actually not driving a Ranger Raptor or a Raptor at all. Do you know why?
I'm offended by that very statement, so yeah, explain yourself.
Every Raptor since the beginning of time had orange, amber, or red in the back clearance marker lights, because a Raptor truck has to be wide like my truck is. And you have no marker lights whatsoever, thus you do not have a Raptor.
Yeah, Andre, that wide is going to be really nice when you're on a Colorado trail and that $113,000 truck gets dragged by tree branches and ruins your paint.
Alrighty, well, let's keep going and figure out who is worst at efficiency, and also, more importantly, driving range. I have a bigger tank. I think I may still go further than you. We did it.
We did do it.
And also, my truck says 15.4.
Yeah, mine
right
says
now.
21.4.
That cannot be possible.
I bet it can.
Okay, well, let's figure this out.
Yeah, what we're going to figure out is not which truck is better, but how much better my fuel economy is.
No, we won't.
Right?
We won't.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
Because this has a bigger tank. This is still the king because it's higher. It's elevated over your truck, and it's also wider.
More is always better, especially when it comes to MSRP.
And it's also heavier, okay?
Which also makes it better.
Yeah, it's all of those things. Okay, same procedure, right? We'll top it off gently after 30 seconds.
The gentle Smirnov top.
Okay, dude, let's calculate. Let's see what, and also how far theoretically it could go, right?
Yeah.
111 over 7.273. 273.
273.
Those are my gallons.
15.2.
Hey, the truck was actually almost on the money.
Yeah, it's pretty close. That's about as close as it gets.
Yeah, and it's also a little bit better than the EPA. But can you do another one? Can you multiply that by 36 gallons? So theoretically, I could go about 500 to 540 miles.
Yeah, if you ran it all the way down.
Yeah, which is dangerous.
That's a lot of miles. So if you were driving off-road for a long time,
yeah,
you wouldn't have to stop off.
See? All right, now let's see what the little baby truck...
I'll give you that. Good range, bad economy.
Let's see what the baby truck can do.
Andre, you're going to be blown away.
Really?
By the fuel economy with the very reasonable, intelligent Ranger Raptor.
It's almost a Prius, right? At this point.
Very nearly.
Nice. Well, hopefully you won't go over 7. I mean, that would be bad.
That would be embarrassing. Oh!
Wait, what?
Oh!
No, that's not right.
Much, much better. 2 whole gallons different.
Well, you have to have a little top off.
Yeah.
My cousin, remember?
Yeah, your cousin. Top off Smirnov. I would believe that as a Russian name. I did actually for a second. Look at that. It's almost exactly 2 gallons less.
That is, okay, let's calculate. I'm impressed. I didn't expect that.
So, once again, 111 miles divided by 5.286,
21.
Yeah,
Almost
exactly
on the money.
21 MPG, which is pretty close to what the computer was saying. So,
Multiplied by what, 20 gallons? Oh, 20.3.
0.3, 0.6. So actually pretty close.
No,
As far as total
No,
range.
no,
Yeah.
mine was 549.
Pretty close.
So I can go further. See, bigger is better.
It's
always.
very nearly the same.
All right, well, there you have it. I did not expect 21 out of this truck.
No, 21 is good. That's
It's-
quite a bit better than what the EPA says.
It's
Which is
better.
18.
And for this
21
much
is
horsepower, 455 horse?
Yeah, and this truck is tuned,
Yes.
which, as light
But-
as we're on the throttle, it
but
shouldn't
factory
be any
tuned.
worse. Yes, factory.
Yeah, factory tuned.
But it shouldn't be any worse on fuel because all the components are the same. And it's not like we were using all 455 horsepower.
No. So here's the verdict, really. If you need a Raptor, only buy the Raptor R, right? That's the lesson.
Correct. The verdict is that the much less expensive, roundabout as fun to drive, more efficient truck is the smart one to get.
Okay.
If you do get it, don't drive like we did today. Put your foot down
Yes, and go off-road.
and have fun.
Yeah.